Our exciting new solution that brings all of this together in this closed-loop workflow, as we call it, I'd like to introduce Jeremy Schaefer, our Senior Director of OpenRail, to talk about some amazing, cool new stuff. Jeremy, it's all yours.
Thank you, Upinder. I'm very excited to be with you today to talk about the future of Bentley's rail software products, OpenRail. And what a great city and what a great time to be able to talk about rail. In fact, just the other day, I was standing on the platform at the Edgware Road Station right across the street. In front of me were hundreds, if not thousands, of electrical components. Now, all of these components, plus many others, need to work together to deliver service to over 3.5 million people who rely on the London Underground each and every day. The complexity of rail is enormous, and the challenge on owners everywhere is even greater. Bentley is committed to helping meet the challenge throughout the rail life cycle. Now, most of you already know that Bentley is the leader in rail software around the globe. And this is due in no small part to our amazing users who utilize the software in a variety of ways every day. And I'd like to take a moment to congratulate our 2016 Be-Inspired Rail and Transit finalists. And you have an opportunity immediately after this to hear their presentations. Now, the rail industry is complex and draws on professionals from all disciplines. Now, with the connected data environment and OpenRail, we amplify and connect the traditional benefits of each discipline across the entire life cycle and take users to the next level. An entire rail line is made up of hundreds, if not millions, of components, which individually and collectively enable the entire system to function as desired. Using just part of a typical rail line, a single switch and signal, let's see Bentley's vision for digitally transforming railroads with an intelligent infrastructure approach in action. The first offering for OpenRail is the new OpenRail Concept Station. This product revolutionizes the way that you create rail concepts quickly and easily. OpenRail Concept Station includes the power of the component center along with the connected digital environment and seamlessly integrates with OpenRoads so you can handle multimodal projects of road and rail. System designers are able to quickly select from libraries of intelligent components to lay out a rail line from track to structures, to electrical, to mechanical, to tunnel components. Now, at the initial planning stage, the designer might select just a generic switch and signal for a key location. But these components are more than just vector graphics. They have design intent and functional capabilities. And the component center establishes a common terminology which can be used throughout the project. As engineers turn the basic design into a detailed one, they once again turn to the component center as a powerful resource. Using the component center, they can sort and search throughout all the library to find the exact component that meets their specific specifications. Now, the component center not only supports engineers in finding the best versions of the component, but it is an open and live interface that allows manufacturers to supply their products with detailed specifications. It effectively becomes the app store for rail designers. Manufacturers not only can add in the basic 3D geometry, but the full depth of information, from user manuals to installation instructions, to failure mode analysis, to maintenance manuals, and much more. The entire transfer of information related to the components is digitally transformed to allow critical information to flow to all of the parties involved. Of course, as railroads continue to go digital, it doesn't take away from the power of your existing software tools, but greatly expands them. The specific location of the switch and signal can be evaluated with existing and proposed infrastructure. The full reality context can be brought together from the survey and design data and from all of the asset disciplines via the connected data environment. This enables users to see both the overall usability and assess potential clashes. Now, once the design is complete, a detailed bill of materials can be generated so that the correct signal and switch parts can be ordered. Construction sequencing can even be planned. Now, finally, the switch and signal arrive on site. And with the switch and signal on site, additional information can be added into the connected data environment, such as the specific model number, serial number, warranty information, and pictures of the as-arrived information. With the help of the manufacturer's installations instructions, the signal and switch are placed onto the network. A reality model can now be constructed using the exact geographic position to properly document the new asset. All of these updated attributes for the components are reflected in the connected data environment. The intelligence continues to accumulate over the life of the component. With the rest of the railway in place, commissioning commences. A battery of tests need to be conducted on our switch and signal to make sure that they are functioning correctly individually and together. Utilizing the OpenRail software, all of these tests are easily and quickly available, and they can be recorded in the software and associated back to the assets. If a problem does arrive, the information to troubleshoot it is quickly available. Now, once the rail line goes into operation, the true power of going digital begins to emerge. The switch and signal are vital parts of a railway network. If either of them were to cease working or not function correctly, service may have to be halted or operate at a reduced capacity. The software utilizes the detailed component information to provide predictions of future deterioration and estimates of component functional failure. These can be visualized on a variety of dashboards to support more informed maintenance decisions. As time progresses and lessons are learned from around the world, the manufacturer can use the live nature of Component Center to issue service bulletins, revisions to maintenance schedules, and revised degradation curves. And these are updated to the specific instances of the switch and signal. Now, inevitably, problems will and do occur, and reactive maintenance is required. To address this problem, personnel have all of the information they need quickly available at their fingertips. Many different views can be brought together with the connected data environment, from LiDAR scans to the as-built information to the asset detail and maintenance histories. Now, any track access on a rail line can be very disruptive, so typically only very limited windows are available in which maintenance can get in. It's absolutely critical that they get in, get out, and get the work done right. By having the detailed design data and all the historic information, they're able to close the loop on getting the work done correctly. Now, unfortunately, sometimes right-of-way encroachments and unauthorized work does occur on the rail line. And through automatic image recognition for scans that are constantly being done, any new assets or changes in asset location can be automatically located back against the reality model, and that can be updated with that information. Now, as the years continue to advance, despite our proactive and reactive maintenance, the switcher signal may need to be replaced. It may have reached the end of its functional life. Using the Component Center, the latest recommended replacement parts and entire assemblies can be specified by the manufacturer, so they fit seamlessly into the existing system. When the new signal arrives and is installed, the digital model is updated to reflect this physical reality. In addition to basic maintenance, rail lines are often called upon to increase their capacity. Population grows, more trains are needed, and higher speeds must be supported. This oftentimes requires an entire new design and a completely new switch and signal to support. Meshing the new requirements with the existing physical layout is made very simple by the connected data environment. Any changes to improve the signal sighting and integration into the network will continue to live in our model, and we can synthetically increase the capacity. Now, the rail network is a living system, and it needs an intelligent model that grows with it. We have seen just a few of the benefits on a single switch and signal as intelligence is accumulated throughout the life cycle. This can be multiplied many times over when we apply it to the millions of components on the complex network. But let's not forget, we are advancing infrastructure not for the sake of infrastructure itself, but in the case of rail, for the hundreds of millions of users who depend upon it each day. And the users are demanding. And the role of the owner-operator of a railway is to deliver the timetable safely, reliably, and in an efficient total cost manner. The whole process that we've seen today, from concept to design to construction to asset management, needs to be focused on these requirements. I'm pleased that Bentley's OpenRail solution will translate this need into reality, both now and into the future. Thank you, and back to you, Bipin.